And she is gone, just like that.
We lost her.
Where did she go? My Lord. Welcome to Carolyn's Corner. We have apparently lost Carolyn. Oh, there she is.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Carolyn's Corner. Impromptu show. I did not advertise for the show tonight, and I'm really, really sorry. But I hope everyone is doing well. Let's give them a few minutes to come on. I forgot. I thought my intro was a little bit longer than that, Paul. That went by way too fast.
That was an awesome intro. I like that.
Redid it, completely redid it. So I am waiting to do I need somebody to do like a magnificent welcome to Carolyn's Corner live in a different.
You got my voice. We can do welcome.
We can make it sound like psychedelic or whatever, like, I don't know.
Big echo in the background.
Yes. Yeah, that would be really cool.
That'd be cool.
Let's give everybody a few minutes to get here. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have an impromptu show, and I'm glad we have a guest. I'm so excited. Tonight we have a lovely Miss Connie Snider. She is a local area artist. Where are you from, Miss Connie? Are you from Beeville?
Originally from Michigan.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So not really local then.
Yeah, my husband and I moved down here in 2002. We moved to Aransas Pass, and we lived there until he passed away 7 years ago. 5 years ago, I sold the house, or 2 years ago, I sold the house, and I moved up here to Beeville with my son and his family. So I've only been in Beeville a couple of years.
Wow. Well, welcome to the big town of Beeville, and our condolences for your loss.
It's bigger than the town we left in Michigan.
Wow, that's shocking.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of little towns up there, but we loved every minute of Michigan. It was beautiful. Just time to change. Time for change.
Yeah, our friend Tiffany, she's from Michigan. So yeah, and I know another guy, John, that's from Michigan. So we get a lot of people from Michigan down here in this area. That maybe they come down here to visit because of the weather, and then they just stay, which is great. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm waiting for people to come on. When someone comes on, I need you to comment so we can make sure everything works. So, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Gallagher is on tonight as my co-host, which I'm very, very happy. Paul is the one who found Miss Connie and found your work. And he said, hey, let's have her on the show. And we had an opening tonight, which is great. So, Paul, why don't you tell us about your reasoning behind it? I know you had a very special post that you put out specifically about one of Miss Snider's. Do you prefer being called Connie or Miss Snider?
Connie is fine.
Okay. Right after you had found one of Connie's paintings. You want to share that story with everyone? Because I thought it was really cool and inspirational.
Oh, absolutely. You know me, I love talking. No, we were at a Beeville doohickey down there trying to sell books and stuff like that. I forgot what some market days almost.
Yeah,
and I had the chance to finally get up and walk around, and I was talking to the owners of the bowling alley, and then I looked over and I saw artwork, and I'm like, oh, let me go look at art, because I love art.
Yes.
And I started walking around, and I was like, wow, some of these pieces are amazing. I mean, so I'm just looking at it, go, wow. And I just happened to come across this one piece that just spoke to me, and I jumped. And it's funny because I wasn't going to buy it, and I just kept staring at it, and I'd walk away, and I'd come back to it. I'm like, there's something about this that just is telling a story to me. And I just kept staring at it. And I was talking to her a little bit, and I'm just like, I went there and talked to my wife a little bit, and I came back, and I'm just like, man, there's something about this piece.
Wow.
So I went ahead and bought it. And the reason why it was speaking to me, because everybody knows I'm an author. I love writing. And there was just a story there that I just saw. And it wasn't like this. It was a small little painting with swirlings around with the black shadowed hand coming out of this little thing. And I just saw this amazing story of a portal opening up and going into a different world. And this hand just kind of pulls somebody into it. And I went down and I actually wrote, about 6 paragraphs, I think, of the story of where what happens to the portal and what's going on. I haven't had a chance to work on it anymore because I'm doing like other projects.
He has so many things. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, the story is.
Do you by any chance have the painting that you can show everyone?
Yeah. Let me.
I just thought of that. That would be really cool.
I'll get it in a second and I'll show you.
Sure. So Connie, he was so thrilled with that painting that he put a really nice post on Facebook.
He did.
Yeah, I thought it
saw
was really
that.
cool. Yeah,
I
because Paul
saw that.
doesn't he normally doesn't share his inspiration, first of all, you know what I mean? Or where it comes from a lot of times, or we just have to wait till the finish. But this gives us, us the readers and now the viewers a great idea of where this story is going to go. And
Uh-huh.
I just love his writing. I think it's so cool and so descriptive. So I'm looking forward to this book. I know he has so many things he's doing. I don't know. Woo, we may have a few. I may have a few more gray hairs. I was going to say you, but I don't see any gray. I got a lot already. So before it gets done, but that's okay. Did you get it, Paul? Whenever you do, let me know. We'll put it up there.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and keep talking. I'll be right back.
Right.
Okay.
So, so how long have you been painting, Miss Connie?
Actually, I actually started like really painting about 4 years, maybe 3 years ago. I remember as a little girl, I remember like Girl Scouts, and they said, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I can remember like 9 years old saying, I want to be an artist. And but that's 9-year-old thinking, you don't think much of it. But I remembered that moment not so long ago. And I went, oh my God, maybe I'm supposed to be an artist,
Absolutely.
I started painting as a therapy. During my husband's illness, I used to go out on the beach because we lived in Aransas Pass. I'd go to the island, pick up driftwood, and I'd make crosses out of driftwood. And that kind of gave me busy work, something to do. After he passed, I just kind of quit with the driftwood, and the kids got me a gift that year for Christmas with an artist to teach me to paint. So I did I had about 6 or 8 lessons with her. And then I just started painting. It kind of became a therapy for me during my recovery from his loss. And I would spend my evenings just painting. And I have 100 paintings in boxes that I just keep painting. I did 4 more today.
That is so great. Isn't it amazing how I see Paul has it. Hold on, Paul.
Yeah.
I was going to say, isn't it amazing how something is not simple, because I don't know how to paint, but as simple as painting a beautiful picture, writing a book, writing a song can be so therapeutic. I mean, in so many, it's so true. And we all need that. We all need that some type of therapy, because we all go through things. And again, I'm so sorry for your loss, honey.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're so welcome. It's so hard. I mean, I lost a couple of family members a couple of years ago too. And it never gets easier. It just,
no, you just learn to live with it. That's all.
You do. You learn just to live with it. Yes. So, Paul, you got the painting, right? Let's see what you got, sir. Wow. I had seen the picture before, but to see him, that is really cool. That is really cool. So, Paul,
I don't know what made me do it. I just remember sitting at the kitchen table like that morning, like getting ready for work, and just kind of squiggle, just drawing things out, and then thinking this little hand just comes up and out of nowhere reaching for something. I don't know what it was reaching for. Wow. So I came home from work that night and just started painting, and I had some extra paint, and I kept the little canvas next to me, and that's what I came up with. So, and I love it. I think it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really, really cool. And, that can be interpreted in so many different ways.
Exactly.
I mean, to me, of course, the first thing I think is, well, you just lost a loved one. It's their way of reaching out to you. That's what I think. That's
I never even thought of that, but that's cool. I just got goosebumps.
Yeah, that's what I see. That's what I see. Who knows? Maybe he sent you this, his, I don't know. Yeah. We're big believers in stuff like that, because you don't know. None of us really know. And it kind of reminds me of somebody that's, I don't know. That's what I get out of it. And Paul, you got out of it something.
Oh, completely different.
What you got from it?
Yeah, I'm more of the fantasy guy, so I like living in fantasy worlds. My wife tells me, "Why are you in La La Land?" I don't know. I love it.
That's a nice place to be.
It was just something that just, like I said, it's like to me, it was a portal that just opened up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and the stories kind of go in the direction of it opens up and it's going to take this guy into this world. And I haven't really developed the world yet. I'm still in the deciding factor of what kind of world is it going to be. Is it going to be like with dragons, or is it going to be with dystopian? There's something that's going to. There's something there that's just going to speak to me, and a lot of it. And a lot of people don't understand this, but I won't know what it is until I start actually putting pen to paper, and the characters and the landscape and everything starts talking to me. And it sounds so weird, but I have no idea what it is until I start writing. And when I write, it'll all just start flowing out, and people start talking to me in my head.
Wow.
Well,
But
like I said, maybe who knows? Maybe it'll be the other side. You know what I mean? That's what I see. I really do. Like the other side trying to come through or reach you or something. I don't know. That's
it was. You know what's so funny about this artwork is that when I saw it, I told her, I said, "Man, this is an amazing piece. Something about this." You know, she told me, "Everyone tells me it's creepy," and I'm like, "Creepy? There's no creepy. It's awesome."
I don't think it's creepy simply because it's got a lot of light. You know what I mean? Show it again.
See,
it's bright and it's not dark and foreboding. It's bright,
and it has it's dark.
That's just what I feel.
Dark on the side.
Like, yeah, it's dark on the side, but on the inside is that bright light. So
it's kind of like you're reaching for hope.
Yes. You know? Oh, maybe so. Yeah. Your subconscious, it's crazy what our brains, just like Paul's. Right. I mean, I don't know how he comes up with these books, but it's crazy what our brains can come up with,
Right.
Who knows, in your state of recovery, who knows? Maybe it's your brain's way of saying, okay, paint this. It's going to help you even more. I don't know.
It's funny. She has this other piece of artwork that, because I went back and I was talking to my wife about it. And she said, "Did you see the feather?" And I'm like, "The feather?"
Oh.
Feather. So I went back over there and I said, "Okay, my wife said something about a feather." And she showed me this. Oh my Lord. She showed me this piece. It was like sand with a single feather right in the center of it. And just a basic painting, but there's so much story there. There's so much. And then she told me the story behind why she painted it. And I was like, wow.
What color is the feather? Is it white or black?
It's a white feather. I love sunrises, and I used to go to the beach in the morning. I don't know, every weekend just about, to watch the sunrise.
Oh yeah.
And at like New Year's Day, I would wake up and be on the beach before sunrise and start my year on the beach with the angels, and that's just how I am.
Yeah.
And I remember, and I was at the beach, and this is like the middle of the afternoon, walking across the beach. And I looked down, and there's this white feather laying in the sand, and it was windy out, but this white feather just laying right in front of my feet. So I took a picture of it because I thought, wow. And I picked up the feather and brought it home because I said, they always say if you find a white feather, an angel's bringing you a wish.
Yes, that's why I asked what color it was. I didn't know if you had heard that too.
Yes,
I've always heard that. Wow, very cool.
And the more I looked at my picture, I thought, I can paint that. So I did. So I have one to sell and I have one hanging in my room because I love it. It's just a white feather on the sand. That's all it is. But it's so pretty.
That sounds beautiful.
And I want to say, when I say basic painting, I don't mean basic painting. I mean,
right.
It's just a feather on sand.
On the sand. That's
it. Other than that.
So if you go to the expo on Saturday, I will be there with my artwork, and you can see that painting because I still have it.
Oh,
you're welcome.
This Saturday? Is this Saturday?
Yes.
You know what? I really would, but we have an actual event this Saturday. We have to be there at 10 in the morning. We're going to be there from 10 till 3.
Well, I'll be there at 7. So if you want to come early,
they're having a deal. It's okay to be smart at the Baptist Church, and they've asked us to DJ and kind of entertain the crowd. So I'm looking forward to that. We've never done anything like that. So, but who knows? If I don't get, the sun doesn't get to me, maybe we'll come out there. Y'all going to be at the pavilion again?
Yes.
Oh, that would be nice because I haven't been out there in forever. Paul, are you going to be out there too on Saturday?
Only if my wife says we are. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. I go where she tells me to go. I honestly I have no clue.
Well, she's like sets up everything and gets it all set up, and he just shows up. Poor Paul.
Yeah. She's
when you're a celebrity like Paul, you just show up. You're like, oh.
Stop it.
Just kidding. Well, he's a celebrity in our eyes. So, so you've been painting only for 4 years. That's amazing. My mom was a painter. She always wanted, she did paint, but I wish she would have taken lessons, but she never got to that point. But, I can just imagine because she already had that creative, we got her what do you call it? Easel and all that.
Yes.
Before she passed. So, hoping that would, encourage her a little bit. So Paul has sent me some pictures of some of your some photos, I guess more accurate, of some of your awesome artwork. So let me put up the first one here and let you tell us a little bit about it.
Okay.
I love the colors in this.
It's just my fall leaves. I'm from Michigan, and up there the leaves turn colors, and down here they just go from green to brown. But up there you get red, yellow, orange, everything.
I know I can't move it over, Paul. Hold on.
Oh,
yeah. I wish I could. It goes right in the middle. I don't know why. It's covered right up your face.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's
beautiful. So yeah, you're right. We don't get 4 seasons here. We get
you get hot and cold.
It's cold. It's very. We don't get a fall, and that's something that I would always wanted to go up north to see.
Oh, and it's beautiful. Yeah. I just missed them, and I had some color, so I started playing with the leaves.
Yeah, that's really pretty. I'm putting it up again. It's going to cover your face. That's the only thing I don't like.
That's okay.
No, I told Paul before we started, I said, I wish there was a way I could make the picture bigger, but if there is, I'm not aware of it. There probably is. I just don't know how to do it.
No problem.
Let me put it up again.
It fills the screen. It's good.
Yeah, but it just covers up whoever's in the middle. And I don't know, I can't switch places because I would gladly have my face covered up. Trust me.
Oh,
me too.
But that's beautiful. It really is pretty. Gosh, that's so pretty. You're welcome. I love it.
It's very vibrant.
Yeah, it really is. It makes
my daughter is actually in Illinois right now. She moved up there with her husband, and she's talking about the fall leaves and how they're changing, and she's like, oh, it's so pretty up here, you need to come see. I'm like, oh yeah, let me just travel to Illinois.
Just go to Illinois. Well, you should, Paul. I've heard that it is really pretty, but I
don't know, because right now she was telling me she wakes up in the morning, it's 20 degrees or something. I'm just like, ugh, no.
Yeah, it's cold. It's already getting cold up there.
Yeah, Paul had his fill of cold weather when he went on his camping expedition, and we got it. He was part of the show. It was great. He was freezing, poor guy, in his manly man camping expedition. It was really cool, though. Man. I loved it. It was great. Manly man. Because we couldn't see him. I looked back on that show the other day a little bit. I was laughing. I was like, man, you couldn't even see anything. It was pitch black. I was like, Paul, turn the light on.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. So let's show another one right quick. Oh, that's.
Now this one, when I didn't really get a chance to really look at it.
Okay.
But I'm just like, wow, it's almost like a haunted house where the eyes are just kind of peeking out from the shadows.
Yeah, you know what? That seems like that would sell really good during Halloween, especially because it's just
that's the man in the mirror.
The man in the mirror. Oh, it's a mirror. I see that now. It's got a frame.
Oh, okay.
I hate covering.
And I did that. I think I did that painting Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Monday. I was on my way home from somewhere, and that Michael Jackson song, "The Man in the Mirror," came on, and I've always liked that song. It's just
that's a good one.
People they look at themselves and don't think about all the things they can and cannot do, and that kind of thing. And then I actually thought of you, Paul. I thought, that could be a creepy painting if I could make eyes looking out of the mirror.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then they say you always hear these stories about the mirrors being the portals and all that. You know, the demons are in the mirrors and all that. I'm like, yeah. So, so many weird stories associated with that. I don't want to test that theory though. Let's put it back up again.
That's why I came up with that one. I just thought it'd be fun to try it.
Yeah, that's really cool. And you got blue, green, and brown, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow, that's cool. Paul, which eyes are yours? Mine are the top.
Mine are the bottom.
Yours are the bottom. You got brown eyes? I never even noticed. That's terrible. Oh, let me see. Somebody's commenting. Hello, Miss Sarah. Hi, Sarah. So our beautiful friend, Miss Sarah. Sorry I didn't advertise for the show, Sarah. Let me take this off. We didn't have a musical guest, but I'm so blessed that we have Miss Connie Snider, a wonderful artist on the show. And it's funny because we feature artists all the time, but they're musical artists or they're authors, you know what I mean? But
yes.
I love this idea because we're trying to bring on anyone that's passionate about something. And you definitely are. And I can see why you're so talented.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, Miss Sarah.
Thank you for doing this.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Let me go back over here.
Okay.
That one is pretty creepy. So let me show you, Sarah, just in case you just got here. So this is one of the paintings that Miss Connie Snider painted of the fall leaves because she's originally from Michigan. I think it's so pretty. It really is.
Yeah.
I love it. And then right here is a little bit, to me, on the darker side. It's based on the Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror. So she's got eyes looking back out at you, which is kind of creepy. Kind of creepy. But I like it. I do. It's really cool.
Yeah. Yes.
Let me see what Sarah. Yeah, so Sarah's watching, and let me show you. We're going to do another one. So this next one, we haven't seen it yet. So let's see what this one is.
Okay,
And I'm really sorry it's covering up your face. I don't know any other way to do it.
It's fine. I'd rather look at the paintings anyway.
Right, but it's like, oh, it's breaking my heart. Okay, here we go.
In the mirror.
So here, I'll let you tell us about this one. That's really cool. Tell us about that.
Actually, I copied it from a tray that I have, an antique Japanese tray.
Oh.
It's almost painted. The tray is like bamboo, and these flowers are painted on it, and it's covered with glass, and it's in teak wood with brass handles. It's a beautiful tray, but it's like a piece of art. And I kept looking at it, going, I can do that. So I did that one the other night. I just kind of sat there and copied it. It's a little bit different from the actual piece, but it's nothing special. I just thought it was very simple, very pretty. Just
I really like it. So did you make the background? Did you actually use canvas to paint it on, or did you?
Well, the background's actually burlap.
Yeah, it's burlap.
It is burlap. I thought so. I was like, wow, you did a good job painting burlap. If not,
oh heavens, no, I'm not that ambitious.
No, that's really, really cool. I like that because it's like a different type of material.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think those flowers are? Are those flowers, or you think they're white? Just
they're like white, like a hanging flower. I don't know exactly what kind they are, but I don't know. I thought they were just. I thought it's pretty. I thought, I'll try painting that.
Paul, what did you say about it?
I was thinking cherry blossom, but I don't know.
No, it's not cherry blossom.
It's cool
those are more
pink. Yeah, the
fuller, and they're not in a clump.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Those are cool. Those really are.
Yeah, it's just. I like to just try different style.
You know, when I first saw it, I thought it was grapes. And then I looked, I'm like, no, those are flowers.
Oh,
yeah, because grapes, it reminds me of grapes, the way they're shaped and the way they're hanging.
Yeah, the way it's
I like the shadowing. The shadowing makes it pop out.
Yeah, thank you.
Almost gives it a
very
3D
good.
look.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's something I've always wanted to learn how to do, is to paint. So let's put this next one up here.
Okay.
That looks like that belongs in your book, Paul. I'm telling you. That to me, that's yeah. So what
I don't know.
Is that a gate?
It's like window to hell.
Either one. Take your pick. Either one.
That's cool.
Yeah,
so what were you thinking when you painted that one, Connie?
I'm sorry?
What were you thinking when you painted that one?
I really have no idea. That was this morning.
You just did it?
Yeah, the ones that are black and orange. Well, I started them yesterday because I have to let them dry before I can do the next layer. So I started them yesterday, but I finished it this morning.
Almost be like a sunset behind there. The colors,
almost, yeah.
That's really pretty. I like it.
I thought about a gate, but then it ended up being more like a window.
Yeah, it's like a.
That's cool.
You ready to hear this?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go, Paul. I want to hear Paul's interpretation.
It's a princess looking out of a window in the top of the.
Okay, Rapunzel.
And she can't get out because the bar's on the window.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
She can't get out. She's just longing to be out with her prince.
Yeah, there we go.
Paul. So awesome. I made it full screen so I can see it better. If you make it fuller, if y'all see it full screen, you can tell more. It's
What's around the window? Is that just like bushes?
It's almost like leaves, but not as detailed as leaves.
Yeah.
More of a wispy.
That's cool.
More of like a wispy, not a feather. I don't know. It's just wisp.
Almost saw like almost a moss, like a mossy around it, like a real thick moss that goes around the window. Because she's been there so long.
It's just so much.
It's already got moss.
Yeah, there we go.
I was thinking, I like that. That's cool. Yeah, that does have almost like a dark feel to it, but I like it. But it's kind of more of a darker.
Yeah, darker side. Yeah.
Another one. Oh, I think this one's got to be my favorite out of the ones that I have.
Yeah,
I really like
the
that
tree.
That's so pretty. Yeah. So tell me about that one. I like the fact that there are no leaves in a way.
I like doing the silhouette sometimes instead of just the detailed brown green. Just the silhouette. I just like that. Just branches on a sunset. There we go. That's it. Yeah, very simple.
Or it could be the world's on fire in the background. That's a single tree that's left.
There you go.
Boy, Paul. I was thinking all positive. Paul went negative on this one. Oh,
the apocalypse.
I don't know. I really like that. I really like that. I'm like you. I like that silhouette.
Yeah.
That's really pretty. I
Yeah.
do. And you can almost envision like birds up in the trees. You know, you could some of those little black could almost be a bird. You know what I mean?
And
Just kind
see,
of
with that one, I painted another tree horizontal. So this one is more tall and straight, and the other one is like bigger, like a live oak almost. It's bigger horizontally.
wow,
So
that
I
is
did,
so cool.
yeah. So I just did another
I
one.
can't even imagine when you paint something. It's got to be the best feeling to get it
I
done. And be like I would be like, wow, I can't believe I did that. To me,
Yeah, I really enjoy it. Sometimes I surprise myself.
yeah.
My favorite, the one painting that I cherish more than anything, I painted Starry Night. Um, Van Gogh is my favorite artist of ever, always. And Starry Night is one of my favorite paintings of his. There's like four that I love, but that one I thought, oh, I'm going to give that one a try. It took me, it's 8 inches tall, no, 7 inches tall. It's a rectangle, and 15 inches wide. So it's a rectangle. So it's not very large. It took me 13 hours to do that painting,
Wow.
but it's so detailed. Every brushstroke, I mean, it's like you took a picture of his painting and put it on my canvas. It's like I
Oh my
was
god.
so careful with that one.
Yeah,
I
because it's
I
really hard trying to
love,
replicate it.
yeah. I thought if I'm
Wow.
going to do this, I better do it right. And I think I threw one out because I didn't like the way it looked, so I started over. But I just sat there and I just painted, 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 and it took me 13 hours to do it. But I did it, and I'm like,
Oh my god.
yay!
Did you literally stay up for 13 hours and just not stop?
No,
Oh, I
no,
was
that one I had to
hey,
stop.
I would have been, oh, I gotta get it right. I gotta get it right.
No, usually when I start one, I go until it's done.
Wow.
But depending on what it is, because some of them I have to set and wait for it to dry. I can't put the color on top of color because then it bleeds through and then it loses the whole
Yeah.
effect. So some of it I have to step away and it drives me crazy. And like I'll go back every hour and touch the corner. You know, it's like, darn it, it's still sticky. Go back, go sit down, do something else. That's why I usually get 2 or 3 paintings going at one time. So if that one's
Wow.
drying, I can be painting over here.
You can
That
go
is
stick
so
your
interesting.
painting in the oven on the heat lamp. There's because I just found this out. I just found this out. So your
No,
oven, you know the light in the oven.
yeah,
Okay,
no,
that's a
I'll wait.
that's a heat lamp.
No, it's okay. Michelangelo, Van Gogh, they didn't have that, so I can wait.
Oh, I see.
They
Yeah.
can wait. I can wait.
Yeah. So how many paintings do you think you've painted now?
Totally.
Yeah.
Um, I have cataloged probably, I think I've got about 165 or so that I've cataloged.
That's a
But
lot.
then I've got, and those are ones that I've kept and sold. Then I probably have at least another 40 or so that I've given as gifts. Like,
Wow.
like each of my grandchildren got one year for Christmas.
Oh.
I painted just special picture, something that's happened in the family or whatever, and I've done paintings
Yeah.
for them and done them.
Do you
Um,
ever paint portraits of people?
I haven't really attacked people yet. I
Yeah.
don't know that I'm going to be very good at that.
That seems like that would be hard.
Yeah,
I don't.
The
Well,
I
shading.
any of it to me is hard.
I mean, I could try it. It'd probably look like a Picasso where I've got one eye here and an ear there, and one of them things.
That's what it would look like if I tried.
Yeah,
I,
some kind
I
of.
make comics out of people. That's why I've tried that.
I'm kind of leery about that. I've done some owls. I've done like things like that. I haven't done people yet. I've done silhouettes of people,
Yeah.
but I haven't done people. Detail like that.
We have a good friend that watches the show almost every. She's pretty much steadfast. She paints as well, and she's
Uh-huh.
got some really beautiful, like they're like it's like almost like guitar strings with the silhouette of the sun and the water. It's
Oh,
really pretty.
yeah,
And she
that'd
makes
be
those.
good.
She makes those, and she gives them to people as gifts. She's
Oh,
such a kind person. And I mean, she has a lot of paintings. Remember when we did our
Oh yeah.
concert, she bought a lot to try to sell some, and boy, she had some beautiful stuff. Some
yeah,
beautiful stuff. I mean, it's such an talent. Gosh, and it's so cool because you're passionate about it, just like Paul's passionate about
yeah.
an author writing books, and he's also now passionate about songwriting. It's like, and I'm passionate about songwriting and talking. I'm very passionate about talking.
You do it very well too.
really, really good at talking. Just that's so funny. And it's funny. I never thought I'd be doing this. It cracks me up sometimes when I think about it. But Paul, what would you like to add, Paul?
No, I want to go back to the Starry Night thing.
Yes.
And a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you copied it," and I'm gonna tell people right now, if you copy another person's work, you'd be surprised what you could learn by copying someone else's stuff. Like, oh, he did this, and then you get it in your head. And you're like, oh, if I do this on my stuff, and then you learn the different techniques. Like she was saying, brush stroke for brush stroke.
Yeah,
you learn.
I haven't done any of that technique on any of my paintings.
Oh, really?
That real tiny, because this is minuscule little brush strokes on his paintings, and I have not done that. That was his, and I can leave him to have that.
Yeah.
But I thought I'm going to try, because I can see why he went crazy. But
I can't make another little tiny stroke anymore.
After about 6 hours, I'm like, oh my God, I can see why he did.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It is.
I timed 13 hours to finish it. And it's not that big. Like I said, it's not that big, but it took me 13 hours. But if you looked at it, and I'll brag about it, if you looked at it, you'd go, damn, that's good.
I bet.
That's how I feel. And that hangs on the wall in the house, and it's like, nobody's getting that painting. That one's mine.
I don't blame you. You spent that much time on it.
Yeah,
so you sell a lot of your paintings. It's been pretty successful for you then, huh?
It's starting to be, and I'm still kind of in awe that I'm doing that. Like, it's like, how about that? Somebody liked it,
Wow.
It surprises me, but I'm flattered that they buy them, that you would see something like Paul. You saw something in that painting where everybody was like, oh man, Mom, you must have been really in a black mood or whatever to think that way.
To paint it, yeah.
But I don't think I felt that way. And some of my paintings are a little bit darker, but I look at them as moments of hope, not despair. So
wow, that's so cool. Have you ever thought about doing like illustrations for books?
Yeah.
Paul, I was like, ooh, Paul, that'd be good.
Yeah, as long as there's no people, I can do it.
Yeah, what is the name of that place? There's a place. I'm gonna have to find out. Paul, do you remember what it is where you can artists go on there, songwriters go on music? What is it?
Fiverr.
Fiverr, yes.
FIV.
You heard of Fiverr, Connie?
I don't even know what that is. No, ma'am.
Yeah, it's where you can go ahead. You tell her because you've been on there, Paul.
Yeah, it's basically a group of people who get on there to promote their self as an artist. So if you want to, people like me, for instance, I'm an author and I want someone to design my book cover. I can go to Fiverr and find artists who have done this before, and they basically charge me, X amount of money to do that. You get into a little tiny contract or whatever. They finish up artwork for it. It's all digital and they send it to you. It's pretty cool doing that way. I haven't actually purchased anything on Fiverr. I've gone to a few people trying to figure out the artwork for the books that I've done, and I ended up just doing the artwork myself because I think what I want is a little bit too extravagant. So I'm like, let me just do basic. And
you have an idea in your head what you want.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember Jeffrey telling me that he got someone to do his video, and I think he used them as well. They do. I mean, there's people with all right, Paul, all different types of talent. So I see Sean Christopher is here. Hey, Sean, I think you can do that with musicians on there. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That like if you need Sean, correct me. I think I'm right. It's like all different types of talent. Oh, do you need a guitar player? You need an author. You need a painter. You know what I mean? Any type of like his was the music video, I think. And she just it's not a lot that she charged this lady. But I thought, wow, that's really cool that there's a community. Okay, that's what I thought. And I got to remember that because, sometimes you just want that special touch. You want something like that. And especially it would be cool to have somebody from the outside looking in to kind of, do the art or do the whatever you need. Right?
See it differently. Yeah.
It's funny is that I just recently, like the monster Frankenstein song that I wrote.
Yeah.
I'll play a little bit of it tonight because I'm
Okay,
like,
'cause I'm trying to
what
get curious why you.
I know you're curious, right?
Yeah.
I played it last night for my daughter and her girlfriend, and I'm sitting there playing it, and she said, "Oh, that sounds like Rocky Horror Picture Show music."
Oh, oh my gosh.
So, so yeah. So anyway, what I was talking about is after I wrote the song, I'm like, "Oh my god, this will make an awesome children's book." So now, here we go.
Here we go.
I'm going to convert the words into a children's book that Crystal's actually going to help me draw.
That's good.
So
that's what I was saying on that other book. Remember, I said you should try to write a kid's book out of it, because there's no reason why you couldn't develop it into that. Let's do the time warp. Are you singing it in your head, Paul? And
yes, I'm singing it in my head.
You are. Sean's like, I'm singing it. So Sean is over in what's this say? I never can remember his city. Where's he at, Paul? He's in Texas.
Oh my God! You asked me. I know what it is.
What town? He always has to remind me. He's been on our show. He's a great. Oh, thank you.
You've asked me this. I know what it is, and you asked me this.
He's in East Texas, right?
He's in East Texas. Yeah, he's Northeast Texas.
Anyway, Sean helped us co-host a little bit, and he's been on the show.
Jacksonville. Jesus Christ!
Because it shouldn't have the same town name as a city, and isn't there a Florida town? Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's why my brain just cannot comprehend that there's two of the same.
If you would have asked me, I could have not. I know. Jacksonville.
I know.
I talk about him all the time.
Welcome to all who are here. I know I did not advertise for the show, and I'm very sorry. I normally do an ad and everything, but we're having an impromptu show tonight, and our guest is the lovely Miss Connie Snider. She is an actual artist. In fact, I'm going to put up one of her paintings. I'm going to go film it real quick. She's an actual artist here locally in Beeville, and when Paul and I started this venture, we said we wanted to feature anyone that has a passion for something they're doing, and you absolutely do. I mean, for real, that's really awesome. And it's so cool how there's so many similarities and so many of these different arts. I mean, honestly, because they all tell a story. They all evoke a feeling, to me they do. So there's one that's so pretty. The eyes, I don't know about that, but it's cool. It is cool. And then we have the it's not really grapes, but that's some kind
Japanese art.
Yeah, that's really pretty. And that's on burlap, which I think is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is the gate, or I said it was a gate, and then Paul said it's a window of a maiden looking. She's locked in there, right, Paul?
Looking out the window.
Yeah, she's like, please, I've been up here for years. And then this one I really, really like. It's very simple. To me, it gives you hope that the leaves are going to come back. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, just to hang on to hope.
There you go.
Yeah. If you're going through a hard time, hang on, because the leaves will come back. The joy will come back. The happiness will come back.
Yes, ma'am.
We're big believers in that. So, Paul, I see you're getting your guitar. My son always tells me, Mom, you say guitar. I'm like, no, I don't. And then I realize, yes, I do. So, Connie, what do you say? We want to hear the Frankenstein song.
Okay.
Oh, boy. I have no idea what this is going to be.
Well, you don't know what it is.
I know it's about Frankenstein. That's all I know.
I don't know. I mean, I said I'm practicing this, so don't hold me accountable for like perfection.
Okay, see, he is not. There's a Jacksonville in lots of states. Yeah. So see why they got to make it like that, Sean. See why? Okay, go ahead.
I am Frankenstein. This is my pride. Got an invitation we couldn't deny. Went to Castle East, knocked on the door. Dracula said, "Why you knock for?" We went inside, hear the old song. A monster mash was playing along. I took center stage, give it a try. Body decided, making you die. Put your hands above your head, spin around till you're dead. Jump in the air, come smashing down. Wiggle your body and wave around. Give those hips a great big pop. Let's all do the Frankenstein stomp. Let's all do the Frankenstein stomp. Let's all do the Frankenstein stomp. The critic at first looked at the singer, nodded his head, liking the zinger. Dracula joined as Wolfman howled. Mummy groaned as my bright scalp. Mummy is drops a beat. Igor on chains at the hound's feet. Dracula, his wife, and my bride danced. Invisible man gave it a chance. Put your hands above your head, spin around till you're dead.
You're dead.
Jumping, smashing down, wiggle your body and wave around. Give those hips great big pop. Let's all do Frankenstein stomp. Let's all do Frankenstein stomp. Let's all do Frankenstein stomp. Villagers came, humble abode, with pitchforks, attack their foes. Glimpse in the side as they raised the door. They decided to hit the dance floor. Glimpse in the side as they reached the door. They decided to hit the dance floor. For all the horrors that were seen that night, the villagers did run and fright. Monsters and people, dance as one. Frankenstein's time, so much fun. Put your hands over your head, spin around till you're dead. Spin in the air, come smashing down. Wiggle your body and wave around. Give those hips great big pop. Let's all do Frankenstein stomp. Let's all do the Frankenstein stomp. Let's all do Frankenstein stomp. Frankenstein stomp. Frankenstein stomp. Frankenstein stomp.
Right.
Hey, that's really cute. Maybe it'll catch on and become a viral dance, Paul. Then you gotta get it good recording so you can post it and then people can do it online.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be good. And then, hey, you never know. You never know. I like it. It's cute. It seems very long, but that's okay. It's probably because we're just like, I like it. It's cute. But I don't know about.
And plus, the guitar work's not that good on it. I haven't practiced enough on it.
It's okay. Turn around until you're dead. I don't know about that line though.
Well, it's a Halloween song.
I know, but I like it. I do. I like it. I can see the little dance. I like it. Good job, Paul. I can't high five you, but I'm high fiving you.
Yeah, and Sean put guitar.
Guitar, because that's what I always say. Guitar.
Is it guitar?
Yeah.
Guitar.
So, Paul, anything else you would like to add? I'm going to go ahead and play our couple of commercials real quick.
Go and play commercials. Come back. I'll talk about my book for a little bit because I just released a book.
That's right. He did. I'm so proud of you, Paul. All right. So we've been very fortunate. We didn't do the show last week, and we didn't do it yesterday. So I'm kind of behind. So I'd like to thank our sponsor, Scores Bar and Grill here in Beeville. They're our sponsor, and they're just great. They've been supporting us through everything, the radio, the podcast, the live show. So I'd like to play their commercial. They are now open 7 days a week, and I just noticed I need to change something. I'll do it later. It's not perfect, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear the great news? Scores Bar and Grill right here in Beeville at 1502 North St. Mary Street is now open 7 nights per week. That's right, Scores is open 7 nights per week starting at 5 p.m. With nightly specials, open mic every Wednesday, karaoke the first Saturday of every month. You can check them out by going to their Facebook page at Scores Bar Beeville. Go check it out. You'll be so glad you did. Uh-oh, Paul disappeared. There he is. And then I have one more. This is our dear friend, Vicki Aubin in Corpus Christi. She has opened a home for folks with issues. She also, they also specialize in dementia and Alzheimer's. all types of different care. She's just a great lady, and I think it's such a cool thing that she's doing. She, of course, she's an RN and then some, so they have a dedicated staff, 24-hour care. So let me let you. I'm going to play this real quick, and we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have a loved one who needs extra special care? Maybe recovering from surgery, maybe from Alzheimer's or dementia. Maybe you just need help and rest with respite care. Whatever you need, I've got the perfect place to help you. It's called Our Graceful Home at 4405 Congressional Avenue in Corpus Christi, Texas. You can reach them at 361-537-2900. They offer 24-hour care, hot, fresh meals, qualified staff, group activities, and so much more. So remember, you're not alone. Reach out to our home, Our Graceful Home. They're there when you need them. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we are back. Welcome back to Carolyn's Corner Live. So we are here right now with our special guest, Miss Connie Snider. She is a local artist here in the Beeville area, and we're honored to have you on here, Miss Connie. So, by the way, this is episode 8 of season 2, just so you know. So that means we've done 58 episodes, which is a lot. That's a lot, and I'm very
wow. Congratulations!
Thank you. And for anyone who's here for the first time, you please go to our YouTube page. That's the easiest place to go. You can go anywhere pretty much, but YouTube has all of them, and they're in chronological order. And please, while you're there, subscribe, because one of these days we want to get to 1,000 viewers so we can go YouTube live.
Oh,
that's my goal, at least. So, Paul, that's something you wanted to talk about, your new book. I'm excited about it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, my third book, Sticky Mess, is released, and I have a copy here. Hold on, I'm gonna get my copy. Go ahead and talk.
Oh, me talk?
So we get to talk about him. Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, Paul is an author, and he's written lots of great books. This is book 3 in his Fairy Dome series. And I love this series. I don't know if you're familiar with it at all, Connie, but gosh, I haven't got to read all of them because I've got severe issues with my eyes. I'm waiting for the audiobook, but from what I have read, I love it. So this is Sticky Ties. So tell them about what the name is of book 1 and 2 for those who don't know, Paul.
Book 1 is called Sticky Snare. It's basically about the family. But the whole series is basically about family. That's all it really is. It's a family dealing with the mother's loss from a year ago, dealing with the grandmother's loss who just died. They're going to the funeral. That was the beginning of Sticky Snare. They're going to a funeral for the grandmother. The kids see bees who grab something from the casket. It's a light and carry it off. And that's kind of where the story starts. And it leads into fairies, and the kids get kidnapped, taken to the world of fairies. The dad goes try to talk to him and finds out that they got kidnapped, and he gets drawn into the world. And you have a nanny, Mrs. Winstock, who ends up getting pulled into the world as well later on in the books. And yeah, it's a whole thing. There's a huge story. There's all kinds of twists and turns in the stories. I mean, it just like you think one thing and then boom, something else happens.
And this is 3 in that series, right?
Yeah.
Okay, show it to him again, Paul.
So this is Sticky Ties. Sticky Ties, it took me a long time to come up with a title for this book because I never knew what I was going to call it. And one day I was sitting there and I was like, sticky ties. And I know you're like, sticky ties. The title means everything to the entire series.
Does it tie them all together? Aha! I've been around Paul too much. I've been around Paul too much, Connie. It does tie them all together.
It ties.
The light bulb goes off.
I know, ping.
Yeah, everything is tied. Everything's tied together. You just got to figure out how it's tied together, who's connected to who, what's going on here, huge story. It's an amazing. I've had an amazing time writing this. It took me 20 years to finally put it on.
Good for you.
And finally, my wife said, "Do it," so I did it, and It's just been one of those things. So
Yeah, it's really cool that she started encouraging you to get back to it, because
yeah,
I don't think you would have ever done it otherwise. I really don't.
I don't think so
He's
either. And it's
that puts
funny
everyone
is
else first. You know what I mean? That's how you were. You're not finally.
yeah,
It's hard not to do that, isn't it? As humans and
yeah,
adults.
it's
Mm,
hard. And that's why I like, and then this kind of got me going. And then I'm writing another book series in Yonkers, Texas, which doesn't exist. It's a town in my fictional area that's in between Beeville and Berkeley. I have a bunch of short stories in that. Thump Thump, who I just wrote, it takes place in Yonkers, Texas. I'm writing another novel. It'll be out, I'm hoping, next year. It's like a 600-page novel.
wow.
It's called Shadows of Time. That will be out next year. That actually it's one of the main books in Yonkers, and oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff getting ready to happen in this town. And a matter of fact, I'm thinking about putting the painting that I
Yes.
have. One of the stories is probably going to take place in Yonkers as well, and that's going to be. I've already talked to her about putting this on the title
Oh,
page.
I think that'd be
It's going to be the
great.
cover art.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think that'd be great. I bet she has other paintings that you could incorporate in there too. I'm just saying.
Let's try.
yeah,
That is
Never
so
know.
awesome.
Yep.
Well, that is really cool, because it takes, they say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village for some of these things to come to life. Honestly,
Sure.
oh
it's
my,
art. It's literature. It's some it's
everything.
just everything. Everybody needs to come together. I think that's so
Yeah.
awesome. I really do, man.
And the community that we're building has been so inspirational. The only reason I started learning how to play guitar is because of the people that we've met on the show.
Yes.
It's something that I've always wanted to do, but thought I never could do it, never had the patience for it, and started learning how to do that. Writing songs, something I never thought I was going to do. Here I am writing songs now, and then we have people like Connie who coming on doing her artwork and stuff. It's like, oh wow. And the way my brain works is like I see artwork, and it's like, whoa, there's a story there,
Yeah.
and I pull the story out. We have Sean who's on here right now. Sean, we co-wrote a song together. He's inspired me to do so much of this stuff as well. And yeah, it's crazy. The journey that we're going is nuts, and
It
it
really
does.
is. And through this show, it would have never happened. I just literally released my first song ever, like released it.
Yep.
And that would have
Wow.
never happened. And that's because one of the beautiful people that's been on the show, and such a wonderful lady, she co-wrote a song with me, and I'd never written with anyone. Neither had Paul. So it's just really cool, the things that are coming to pass, that I would not, I'm confident. I don't think they ever would have. Do you, Paul?
No, I don't. And if it would have taken a lot
Yeah.
longer, because you need a lot of people in your corner, trying to giving you that you can do it speech, and it's great. One thing I wanted to ask Connie real fast too about her artwork. I remember you mentioning you went to Houston, right?
I'm sorry?
You went to Houston at an art expo or something to sell your artwork?
No. Wouldn't that be fun though?
No.
No,
I've
just done things around here. I haven't.
Oh, you haven't gone anywhere else?
I did have them hanging in a place in Aransas Pass for about 4 or 5 months, and I did sell a couple paintings there. But then the high school students needed a place to hang their artwork at the end of the school year, so I took all my stuff out of the building and let them put theirs up, and I just never went back. But no, I really haven't done anything except this here.
Well, what is that place over here by the right across from the courthouse? They always have artwork in the window there. I don't even know what that is, but they always have beautiful artwork there.
Across from I have no idea.
What is that?
I'll have to go and find out.
Yeah. if you're I can't even think what the road is. Oh my God. Anyway, I see it all the time. And of course they have the art museum here.
Yep.
That's interesting, because I'm sure there are places where you could show you some of your work, even more so.
Mhm.
I know years, and I mean years ago, when I lived in Port Aransas, because I lived there for a long time, the people at work had told me about a place, I think it was Port Aransas, where there was a famous author who was living. She was famous, and of course, I don't know who it was.
Oh, wow.
But I thought, wow, that's really cool, because to me, I was like, that, I didn't,
Yeah. That you didn't know. Yeah.
I was like, wow, because they could be right right next to you.
Right.
I mean, that's the same thing with songwriters, singers. You know, it's just really, really cool. It's really cool because we're all just people. We're all just people just trying to get through and trying to share our talent and our love with everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, Paul, I'm so proud of you on your books. I hope I tell you that enough because I really am, and your songs. I'm really proud of you. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And Connie, I'm very proud of you.
I'm
really proud of you because you can encourage a lot of people because so many people deal with loss, and it's hard, you know. And if that's another way, gosh, yeah, it's so hard. If that's another, I never even thought of. Hey, there's Mark Gallagher, Paul's brother.
Yes, my brother.
That's a great way to help you heal, or a little bit at least. And I love that idea because we always talk about writing. You know, write what you know. You know, well, same with books too, especially if you're writing. Maybe not even fiction, but write what you know, and if you're going through a loss, sometimes they say journal, but gosh, painting, that's a great idea. I've always wanted to learn to paint. Maybe I'll add that to I got too many other things. I don't think I'll
that's me. That's so me. Like, I want to do this so bad.
Watch. Oh my God. Paul is one of these people. He just blows my mind because everything he sets his mind to, he does. And then he moves on to something else. I'm like, I'm still trying to learn the guitar after all these years, and I'm like, what the heck? I love it. He needs to play guitar for me because now he knows how to play. I love it. I love it. I love it. Paul, anything else you want to add, sir?
No, I'm ready to go eat.
Yeah, me too. I can smell it. Brett's doing a good job making that soup, and it's almost too warm for soup. But boy,
never too warm for soup.
I know, it's funny because I was going to make it, and then I went to babysit my grandson, so I didn't get to make it when it was cold. I was like, well, never mind.
Crystal made chili last night.
I got all the stuff to make that. I stocked up on stuff because I'm like, it's going to get cold. That way, because I like those comfort foods. Who doesn't?
Yes, I got mine cooked.
It's
so good that I had it for lunch today, too.
Yeah. Oh, yum, yum. I love chili too. Brett always makes the best chili.
I'm going to tell you a funny story about this real fast. Fast. A funny story. So I ordered the books. I ordered 20 of them, right?
Yay.
So they come to my house. I was out of town that day because we decided to take the kids to Austin to go to Park. It's Austin's now. It used to be Park and Pizza. So now it's Austin's. So we went over there on Sunday. When my books were coming in, I asked my mom, I said, hey, do me a favor, go pick up my package so it's not going to be in the road and someone can take it away. So I get a call about 6:00 or so. My daughter ends up coming over here to pick up the books for me. She runs the box over.
Did you say she ran the box over?
So out of 20 books, 3 survived.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
It is funny.
Terrible.
I was so mad.
I bet she wanted to that poor baby.
She did. She felt bad. And I had to reiterate to her because I was so mad. And I kept telling her, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the situation.
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault. He stuck it in the middle of the driveway, which is weird. And I have grass that's kind of tall right now. I'm trying to cut it gradually. Yeah. And she didn't see it. She just came around the corner and ran it over and smashed it. I got 3 books out of the 20.
Is there any do they have any warranty?
Oh, it's all right. Amazon's already did good on
it. Really?
Yeah.
They are going to make it right? Oh my gosh.
And they're sending me 20 more. So
hey, that's awesome.
But
who would make up a story like that anyway?
It's a whole other story.
Mailman stuck it down. We didn't see it, ran it over, and destroyed them.
Oh my God. Well, I'm glad they're sending you some more. And Mark, homemade chicken noodle soup, that's always a winner. Always. I love any kind of chicken soup.
I'm gonna go over to his house.
Yeah, right. That sounds good, doesn't it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for being here. And I'm so sorry I didn't get to advertise for the show. Connie, it's been so nice meeting you and getting to see your beautiful work.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You're so welcome. Gosh, it was so nice. I'm glad to say that we've had our first artist on here.
Yes.
And that's so cool. It really is. Keep us in mind, Connie. Anytime you have a big event coming up or something, let us know. Share it on social media. We'll share it for you. Okay. And if I find any places or hear of any places that's looking for artists to exhibit their work, I'm going to say, hey, what about Connie Snider?
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to be at the Expo Center Saturday. I'll be sitting there. So if you guys want to stop by, feel free. I
Yes. What
appreciate.
time are y'all going to be there? Yeah, y'all go out there and get
I
you.
guess it's from 9 to 4. I'm usually
Okay,
there,
9 to 4. And we
yeah.
have that event at the Baptist church, so I won't be able to make it because we are there
But
until
like
3.
I said, I'll be there at 7 to set up, so you're
Oh
welcome to
my
come early.
goodness. All right. Well, Paul,
Thank
congratulations
you.
again on your book. And Connie, congratulations, honey. I'm so happy for you that you're doing what you're passionate about
Thank you
and
so much.
that it's helping you to heal because we all need healing, honestly. I don't
Yes,
know if somebody says, "Oh,
yes.
there's nothing wrong with me," they're a liar.
Yeah, that's true. And thank you,
Everybody's
Paul,
dealing with something.
for the support. I appreciate it. I
You are
appreciate
so
it. Thank you.
welcome, honey. God bless you, and I hope you
And
continue to
you
do your
too.
great work. And thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Paul. Love you, honey. Is
Thanks.
there anything you want to add
Alrighty.
tonight, sir?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna go eat, I think.
All right. Well, y'all have a great night. Thank you for being here.
Take
And thank
care.
you for
You
joining me,
too.
Bye-bye.
Carolyn Corner Live. Oh, by the way, next week we do have 2 musical guests, one on Wednesday and one on Thursday. You're not going to want to miss it. I mean, they are going to be good. I'm excited
Okay.
about it. I'm really
Thank
excited.
you.
I hope you'll join us and start tuning in when you can. We do the show normally on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 Central. Normally it is every week, but we had a little delay, so that's okay. We're going to try to keep going. Hey, got to just keep doing what you got to do. So y'all have a great night. God bless you all. And thank you for being here. And remember to be kind to everybody. Right, Paul?
That's right.
Thank
And we'll
you.
talk to y'all later. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.